All right. All right. Let's take a slow walk into a deep room. Not the kind with walls and windows, but the kind that lives inside us, where trust breathes and doubt lurks, where love lays down next to fear. You ever felt that? You ever looked at someone you love, someone you laugh with, eat with, ride with, and felt a chill you couldn't explain? That's what we're talking about. How to spot demons in friends and family. Now, I ain't talking about horns and pitchforks. I ain't talking about levitating off the bed or heads turning 360. No, I'm talking about the quiet kind, the ones that dress up like charm, the ones that wear your last name, hold your hand at funerals, and still feed off your light when you're not looking. See, sometimes demons don't come to destroy you. They come to drain you. They come to borrow your fire and never give it back. So how do we spot them? Let me tell you. And one, energy don't lie. You walk in a room and something in your gut tightens, not fear, not anxiety, just wrong. That's your spirit telling you something's off. Don't ignore that. Demons know how to smile with their teeth, but energy don't play pretend. If someone drains you every time you're around them, but never pours anything back in, why too? Words that bind, watch for the ones who speak sweet, but it always costs you something. The ones who say, I'm just looking out for you, but they cut you down behind your back, that's a demon with a silver tongue. See, real love frees you. Demons bind you with guilt, shame, control, manipulation, and they'll wrap it all up in a bow called family. You out? You might be looking at one. 3, they love the old you. You ever start healing, growing, leveling up, and suddenly someone close to you starts getting uncomfortable? They want to keep you in the past, remind you of your mistakes, tell you you've changed. Well, yeah, you're supposed to. But demons, they love it when you stay broken because they feel big when you feel small. 4, they come for you when you're weak. Notice when they show up. Not when you're shining, but when you're tired, when you're grieving, when you're doubting. They wait till you're low, then they whisper things that sound like comfort but smell like control. Demons don't attack your body, they attack your identity. They say, who do you think you are? You got to know the answer to that. 5, peace is their enemy. Someone close to you always starting drama, always stirring the pot, bringing chaos to calm. That ain't just bad behavior, that's a spirit. Demons hate peace. They get itchy when things are healthy. And if every time you find balance, they trip you up again, that ain't coincidence, that's design. 5, peace is their enemy. Someone close to you always starting drama, always stirring the pot, bringing chaos to calm. That ain't just bad behavior, that's a spirit. Demons hate peace. They get itchy when things are healthy. And if every time you find balance, they trip you up again, that ain't coincidence, that's design. So yeah, demons wear disguises. They walk in familiar skin, but they can't survive where truth lives. They can't breathe in real love. And they sure as hell can't follow you into your purpose if you don't invite them. So be wise, be kind, but be watchful. And when your spirit says, something ain't right, you look that demon in the eye and say, I see you, and you can't stay. You ever walk into a room and suddenly feel like the air shifted, like something unseen just pressed its hand against your chest? You're smiling, they're smiling, but something's not right? That's not your imagination. That's not paranoia. That's your energy picking up on something your eyes haven't caught yet. The human spirit is sensitive. It knows when it's in the presence of peace, and it knows when it's being tampered with. See, energy doesn't lie. People do, words do, apologies do, but energy tells the truth every time. Some folks walk into your life with a smile and a hug, but leave you emptier every time they leave. It's like they take a piece of you with them, and you don't notice till you're alone, sitting in silence, wondering why you're exhausted after just one conversation. That's not a bad mood. That's not just a draining day. That's someone pulling from your spirit, sipping from your soul without asking. That's the kind of presence that doesn't feed, it only feeds off. Now, the thing is, when it's someone you love, your blood, your best friend, someone you've known for years, it's easy to explain it away. They're just going through something. They didn't mean it. They have a good heart. And maybe they do. Maybe. But intention don't change impact, and your peace should never be the price of someone else's comfort. You start shrinking yourself so they feel bigger. You start biting your tongue so they feel bolder. And before you know it, you're walking on eggshells inside your own life. Pay attention to how your body reacts when someone walks in the room. Do your shoulders relax, or do they tense up? Do you feel like yourself, or do you feel like you got to shape shift to keep the vibe calm? These are not small signals. These are not moments to ignore. They're alarms. They're warnings. When your energy gets heavy around someone consistently, that's not just a personality clash. That's spiritual interference. You ever notice how some people only show up when you're down? Not to lift you, not to heal you, but because they feel more powerful when you're weak. That's not a friend. That's not family in the true sense. That's a soul feeding on your low points, because when you're thriving, they go quiet. When you're celebrating, they disappear. But let you hit a wall and suddenly they're calling, showing up, all concerned. That's not support. That's surveillance. They don't want you strong. They want you manageable. See, demons don't always come with fire and fury. Sometimes they come with soft voices and familiar faces, but their effect on you is unmistakable. When you leave their presence, do you feel lighter, or do you carry their weight on your shoulders, their words echoing in your mind long after the door has closed? That's energy speaking. That's your soul keeping score. And listen, I get it. It's hard to admit when someone you care about has become a source of darkness in your life, but denying it doesn't protect them, it only hurts you. You can love someone and still recognize the damage they're doing. You can forgive someone and still not let them stay. But you can't keep pretending you're okay when your energy is being drained in plain sight. That's not noble. That's not loyalty. That's self-neglect. There are people who will call you selfish the moment you start protecting your peace, who will accuse you of changing when you stop letting them treat your spirit like a doormat. Let them, because real love doesn't resent your boundaries. Real connection doesn't make you feel small or broken or guilty for choosing yourself. When someone truly sees you, truly values you, your light doesn't bother them. It inspires them, and when your glow gets brighter, they don't squint. They celebrate. The truth is, you already know who's feeding you and who's feeding off you. You feel it. You've always felt it. The challenge isn't in knowing. The challenge is in believing yourself enough to act on it. Your energy, your peace, your joy, they are sacred. And anyone who consistently robs you of them, no matter their title in your life, is showing you exactly who they are. Don't explain that away. Don't soften it with excuses. Trust the feeling. Honor the shift. Because energy doesn't lie. It never has.